Hello everyone, how are you? This is Davis, your favorite clinician. I'm back. Today I want to share about sleeping tips. I'll give you a few so that you quit struggling with sleep. Now, when it comes to sleep, it is important to realize that yes, there are diseases that can prevent one person from sleeping, like if you have a mental issue. However, then also like if you have gastroreflux disease, comes at night, if you have peptic ulcers, especially duodenal ulcers, they usually get you at night. However, those are on the extreme. For normal people who can sleep and the doctor has done some tests, or you don't feel sick, but you feel like you don't get enough sleep, the things you can do to remove the distraction, the the hindrances to sleep. One of them is I would suggest you take water. You don't take water past 6 p.m. Now, it's I'd advise you to take lots of water during the day, and then the period between 4 and 6 is also okay because the sun has gone down and you're not losing water through perspiration as you would normally, right? But if you drink water after 6 p.m., the high chances of you waking up at night and urinating are there, so it will disrupt your sleep. Second is don't take coffee at night because coffee is a diuretic. Diuretic means it kind of helps you lose water, helps you pee easily. So it will worsen your urge to go to the bathroom. And also the caffeine in coffee kind of it increases your blood pressure, it increases the way your heart rate. Then therefore you will find that you'll be more hyper, more you'll be activated, so you don't have enough sleep. And I think that's the most common reason people know. That's the most common thing people know about lack of sleep. However, I found that in my own experience, I take coffee and I don't sleep. Though usually if I change the type of coffee I'm taking, that's when I lack sleep. So presumably your body adjusts to the kind of coffee you take. Yeah, that's in my experience. But medically wise speaking, according to books and studies, just don't take coffee in the night if you struggle with sleep. Then also our bodies do well in the evening without light. So put your phone down or 2 hours to sleep. Uh, Stop looking at your phone. Now, this is almost impossible in the days we're living in. So it will take it will take a discipline for you to get off sleep, to get off the phone. But if you can do it, then do it. Then I've seen that also the last tip I would give is do not eat past 8 p.m. Usually when people eat past 8 p.m., the body you disorganize the body's plans for sleep. First of all, you're full, you food has a water in it, so you have to pee it out, and then all the discomfort that food causes, especially things like proteins. Uh, the studies have shown that and experience that protein sources like meat, uh, fish, and eggs, they cause a certain kind of even milk can cause a certain kind of bloating in the abdomen, the stomach. So it will make your sleep not so kawa. Actually, in my own experience, if I eat really late, I don't enjoy that sleep. Yeah. The other thing is personal hygiene. If man, guys, if you've not washed your bed sheets for 2 weeks, there's no way you're going to have comfortable sleep. If you've not taken a bath or a shower during the before sleep, most likely the discomfort that you're having on your skin will let you sleep. Okay? So you think about that, and those are the health tips I can give you. However, if you really fail to sleep, it may be time to see a doctor. Sometimes you need counseling. We can give you, after examining you, I can give you some medication to help you sleep. But medication should not be, you shouldn't be dependent on medication for sleep. Because how long will you take medication for? You know, you can pray, take a prayer, and the Lord will answer you and you sleep. But if that is not working, come to us. Let's help you start getting some sleep, because sleep really is important. Sleep is important in such a way that people people who are trying to lose weight and they're not sleeping, they lose they actually gain weight, or they lose weight way slowly. But you find that if someone is trying to lose weight and they are sleeping more than 6 hours, they lose weight way faster, you know? Then it has been shown that people who don't sleep well have less cognitive ability. They don't like, they have a brain fog of some sort. Then you find that they forget easily, they're drowsy, and studies have shown that cancers are more predominant in people who don't sleep. Now, sleep is really important to your immunity. So if you're struggling with sleep, you can reach out to me. If you feel like you've been going to the hospital and your doctor is not being really helpful, I can come in and be in that consultation room. Of course, you comes at a slight cost, but I can come in, be in that consultation room, and and I listen and ask the doctor the questions you are fearing to ask, uh, or give him a sort of personal history so that we both understand how your doctor is treating you. And sometimes when the doctor gives you certain medications, some people do not really understand it. So that's where I come in. So thank you for being with me. This has been Davis Mwezi for Eben Health. Bye.